on this Monday morning, May 4th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Friedman.
And I'm Dan Schreck. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom. She's taking a look at some of our top stories this morning. Steph?
Hey there, guys. So new information just in on a police investigation on the city's west side that we've been covering all morning. We've learned 2 police officers were injured in a crash. Now take a look. This is a look at that scene around 11 last night in the area of Mount Read Boulevard and Lexington Avenue. Greece police reporting it began when they tried to pull over a stolen car, leading to a chase from Greece into the city in a collision at this scene. 2 officers are currently in stable condition. A suspect is in custody and is receiving treatment for injuries from the crash. Greece police say they'll release more later today. Police are still searching for the driver of an Amazon truck they say was involved in a series of incidents on Sunday. They include accidents at Epworth Street and Dr. Samuel McCree Way and at Genesee Street and Arnett Boulevard. It also reportedly hit a pedestrian near Tacoma Street. All involved have minor injuries. Rudy Giuliani remains in a Florida hospital this morning. A spokesperson says the 81-year-old is in critical but stable condition. No word right now on how long Giuliani has been in the hospital or the reason he's there. Giuliani was mayor of New York City from 1994 to 2001 and was an advisor and lawyer for President Trump. Starting today, the Pont de Rennes Bridge, which spans the Genesee River Gorge, will be closed. The city is replacing the bridge deck coating. The bridge was previously closed for more than a year, but reopened in December 2024 after a nearly $19 million restoration project. Construction is expected to be done at the end of the month. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you. We appreciate it.
Now let's get a look at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with a trip back in time, my friends. Rochester celebrating 70 years since the Subway's final ride with a special 1950s themed gala. And this morning we're going to sit down with the event organizer to take a closer look at a full day of vintage trains, local history, and how you can get a rare look inside the last surviving subway car.
Then the annual National Day of Prayer is celebrating its 75th anniversary with an extraordinary 3-day regional gathering. This week, we will preview the upcoming schedule of celebrations, including a human prayer chain, special youth events, and a gospel concert.
And later, some of the world's most talented singing actors are headed to town for the internationally renowned Linnea competition. The founder of the competition stopping by the studios with us this morning to share more about the 10 finalists and what's on the line for the grand prize winner.
A busy morning over here. Let's talk about the forecast, though. Meteorologist Mark McLean tracking some nice breezy conditions and warmer weather, at least for today, Mark.
Yeah, I think that's going to put a smile on a lot of faces out there. You know, it was a cool weekend, but at least we had the sunshine. Some of these temperatures that you're looking at on this map already warmer than anything we experienced on Saturday. So how about that? But 52 in Rochester, as warm as 55 to the west in Brockport, Medina. And that's where the warm air is coming from. So the clouds have thinned out nicely. We're back to full sunshine on the HD Wham Cam with that breeze out of the southwest. It has been gusting over 20 miles per hour at times, and I think by this afternoon we're going to get some gusts in the 30 mile per hour range. So not enough to be a true cause for concern for anything in terms of damage, but something you'll certainly notice. We'll keep the sunshine around through lunchtime and this afternoon. There's the clouds coming back in and some showers late in the evening, overnight tonight. Some of the scattered shower activity could include some thunder at times, so it could be one of those nights where we get an occasional thunder shower. Tuesday starts out with a few showers, and I think we're going to finish with a few in the afternoon. That's the cold front going through, and that cold front's going to bring us some big changes in the weather forecast down the road. But first, enjoy this. It's low to mid 70s, 74 for the high today. And, you know, you can always get the latest with that QR code on the screen. We're going to be talking about, unfortunately, the potential of a soaking rain Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll see how much could fall. And, of course, the outlook for the Lilac Festival and Mother's Day weekend. Also on our app, too.
Yeah, very true.
A lot happening.
The weather warehouse in your pocket.
Yeah.
There is.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's go off the top. We'll start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll kick things off today. A follow-up to a story I talked about a few months ago. We discussed Ridgeland Farms. It's a Wisconsin facility where thousands of dogs were being held for animal testing, undergoing painful and truthfully cruel treatment at the hands of researchers. Activists, you may remember, tried to rescue the dogs while storming that property. Police used tear gas, rubber bullets, and pepper spray to stop them. All in all, 29 people were arrested, and the dogs ultimately brought back to live in their cages. But I told you there was a little bit of hope back then, which was that Ridgeland Farms had been ordered to give up its breeding license as part of a deal to avoid prosecution on felony animal mistreatment charges. Well, here's the new update. Big Dog Ranch Rescue and the Center for a Humane Economy negotiated a confidential agreement to purchase the 1,500 dogs from Ridgeland Farms. Apparently, this discussion began long before that April protest. The first of the beagles were taken from the testing site on Friday. Over the next week, more will follow. These dogs have only known a life inside a cage, so for some, it may be hard to adjust to life outside. That being said, the founder of Big Dog Ranch Rescue said some of the dogs were warming up to employees after just an hour or so, even crawling into laps and wanting a little love and attention. Because at the end of the day, it's really all dogs want, right? Over the next few weeks, those pups will be introduced to their new lives. The groups have set up staged play yards where the beagles can roam about while still being monitored. They'll also receive all of their vaccines, microchips. They'll be spayed or neutered before being taken to their designated rescue organizations. Meantime, adoption applications have been pouring in. The president of Big Dog Ranch Rescue says they've received right now at least over 700 applications.
Wow.
I know. This story touched a lot of lives. Again, though, keep in mind, it's going to take a little time for these pups to get used to life. For some, the only outside interaction they had up until this point was that rescue attempt that happened back in March.
It's so sad, but also so great to hear that another organization has stepped in, worked out a deal,
Yes.
and said, here's cash,
Yep.
give us the dogs, and stop what you're doing with the rest of them.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that.
I know. It is good to see.
And you said it. Those dogs, all they want to do is love and be loved.
Yeah.
That's all a dog wants.
And, I know I brought this up back in March or April when I think I did 2 stories on this. When we first talked about it, they use beagles frequently as dogs for animal testing because they are so mild. They're so mellow. They don't bark. They don't react. They don't bite. They don't lunge. They just freeze.
They sit there and take
They're
it.
docile,
Yeah.
truly.
Yeah.
And it's really heartbreaking.
It is.
The videos of them going outside, I don't know if you got to see any of them, but playing in the yard and being happy for the
I
first
have to
time.
imagine for a lot of them, that's the first time they've experienced what grass and what
Yeah.
a yard feels like.
Yeah, very true. And, I looked online because, I was like,
You got to.
I just want to look, all of the applications basically said you are starting from scratch. Even if you are getting an older dog, they are not house trained. They don't know any commands. Like you are working with essentially a puppy.
Yeah.
The puppies are hopefully going to adjust quicker than the senior dogs.
Sure.
But,
Those senior dogs need
they
just
all
as much love.
need loving
just
homes.
as much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I read that story over the weekend, and then yesterday we took Jay out, and we gave her the best day ever. So we took her to Lowe's. She got a pup cup. She went to Country Max. She got to see the chicks at Country Max.
Jeez.
I know, because I was like, she deserves.
She deserves it.
She deserves
She
a little.
deserves a little
nice
day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Best day ever.
All right, let's move along to mine. And for my off the top this morning, I want to talk about the growing effort to take over Spirit Airlines after the company folded early Saturday morning, leaving passengers stranded and 17,000 employees, 17,000 people without a job. No warning, no farewell flight. The planes just stopped and private equity started circling the wreckage before the sun even came up. But here's what happened next, and I think it's one of the more genuinely interesting things we have seen in a long time. Some guy on TikTok said, what if we just buy it? His name is Hunter Peterson, He's a voice actor, and he once flew Spirit Airlines. I don't know why, but he did it for 24 hours straight, which either qualifies him for this job or should disqualify him from everything. But either way, he built a website in about an hour, set the minimum pledge to $45, the price of a cheap Spirit Airlines ticket, and called it Spirit 2.0, owned by the people. By yesterday, nearly 125,000 people had pledged more than $88 million. I know, because I was one of them.
No!
Absolutely.
Daniel!
I absolutely did. Absolutely did. It was $45, $90, $150, and I selected the $150.
Oh, big
Listen,
bucks.
I will.
Big bucks,
I
Shark.
will absolutely help buy this airline. I've never flown Spirit, but I pledged before the site crashed. And before you judge me, hear me out. This is how this is supposed to work. Maybe not in the way you're imagining at home. Actually, acquiring an airline costs billions of dollars. You need an FAA operating certificate. Getting those takes years. The pledges aren't even bidding yet, so no cash changed hands in this exchange. But that's not why I did it. I did it because it's clear. There are thousands of people that decided they'd rather own something than watch someone else strip it for parts. I don't think you can argue with that. They looked at the Green Bay Packers. They looked at worker-owned companies like Winco Foods, and they said, why not an airline? You know, maybe it goes nowhere. Maybe Peterson figures out that viral CEO is a very different job than being an actual CEO, or maybe this is the moment someone looks back and says, that's when people stopped assuming they had no options. $45 to find out, people. I took that bet. And listen, once that website's back up and running, I think the hope is either to have it back up at some point today or the earliest tomorrow.
Okay.
Because they got it back up, and as soon as they got it back up and running, it crashed again because so many people went on to pledge.
People are very upset about this.
Yeah.
And you know, I would say rightfully so. Whether you're upset about the airline actually closing or you're upset because of all the people who no longer have jobs or who are stranded, maybe it's your loved one, maybe it's a friend. I think people are really surprised that a deal couldn't come through.
Yeah, I agree.
I was one of them. I was like, really?
Yeah.
We just closed like that?
Listen, I messaged Hunter and said, if you need somebody in PR.
No, you did not.
You want to check my phone?
No. I don't want to see what's on there.
He's like, listen, I don't know. He admits, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Okay.
And he's like, I've got media outlets reaching out to me. I've got this organization reaching out to me. I don't know what to do as it pertains to X, Y, and Z. Who out there knows how to figure this out? So he's like actively recruiting help to move this takeover forward.
That's awesome. Listen, I also liked your idea earlier.
What was that?
The one that you had in the newsroom involving Spirit Halloween.
Oh, yes, yes. I think, what if Spirit Halloween bought Spirit Airlines? A scare in the sky, you know? Like, think if they turned it into, so it's not so much a Spirit store as it is a Spirit Halloween experience in the air. And they scare you. And I think the pilots could be on board with this. I think the flight attendants could be on board with this. I think it could be something.
I would fly.
You know?
As much as possible. I really would.
Would you?
I think that's just the fun. I've been giggling about it all morning.
Listen, you're in good with the Spirit people.
I am. By name.
Why not? Listen, I say we try it. Hey,
I'm on board.
stick around. A lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez. He's learning how to rock climb this morning.
Yeah, don't forget you can watch us on the go. Join us. We're streaming live on the 13 Round YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
8:17 this morning. If you're looking for a sport that challenges both your body and your brain, rock climbing might be your thing. It's part strength, part strategy, and a whole lot of figuring out your next move one hand at a time.
And if you're thinking of giving it a try, Central Rock Gym offers beginner-friendly classes so you can get started safely. Chris Lopez is there this morning, up on the wall and learning the ropes to kick off the week. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys. So in the last segment, you saw me essentially attached to the rope trying to climb up a wall. And I thought that was pretty much where you started. According to Jess Frank, that is not exactly where you would start as a beginner. You would start on this wall, which is the bouldering wall up here. That is what Jess is scaling right now. It looks a tad bit easier. She's going to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Jess, is this a little bit easier than scaling up that? Because a lot of people are going to say, well, you're not attached to a rope, but it's a little bit shorter.
The walls are shorter. They're about 15 feet high. The V0s don't actually ever go to the top of the wall, which is our easiest.
V0, that's what you mean. Easiest climb is a V0.
Yes.
How high does it go in terms of difficulty?
It goes to about a V10.
A V10,
Yeah.
okay. Now, what's the biggest difference between a V0 and a V10, though, like in terms of what it looks like?
V10, you're going to have much harder holds. You're not going to have nice holds to hold on to. They're going to be much more, not grippable. They're going to be very slopery is what we call them. So you're kind of like trusting this very slick hold.
Okay.
V0, you're going to have lots of jugs, as we call them. And you're going to be able to hold on with both hands, and you're going to have really great feet.
The gray things that I'm seeing scaling up the wall, is that to help me if I just can't figure it out?
Yep,
Okay.
so you can grab onto those at any time. Also, if you get onto the top of the wall and you're very scared, you can grab those and climb down those.
Okay.
Yep.
Should I climb it similar? Is it going to be a similar technique to what I was doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So grab the both holds that have start. Yep.
Oh,
that
this one?
and
Okay.
that one. Yep, and then get your feet off. Cool.
Okay.
And then put your other foot. Yep, there you go. And then grab the next one.
Okay.
There you go. Yep.
And then you said the last time I want to be stretched out like
you want to have your arms more straight. Yep, there you go. And sink. Yeah, that's awesome. And you're going to put more. Yeah. There you go. And you can bend your knees a bit more. Nice. Very good. Cool.
Okay. And then
and you don't have to go to the top of the wall. You can come down from it too.
this seems a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we start people here, because you're not as high up the wall. So now when you come down, you can use any holds to come down. You can use the purple, you can use the gray, any other holds to put your feet on too.
Okay, and my question while I'm up here, what if you fall?
So if you fall, you're gonna wanna have a good technique of landing on your feet and rolling onto your back. If you do fall, the mats are about 8 inches thick, so it's gonna kind of take some of that away from your fall, but you still are probably gonna have kind of like a shock to falling.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. I don't know why I was not as afraid for that one.
I think it's the height. I think
definitely the height.
It's not as tall, and you have the holds are much bigger on these climbs.
And then real quick, when you're up there and you're solving a problem and it's kind of you're having to do it in real time.
Yeah.
What are you thinking when you're up there?
I'm thinking, where am I going to the next hold?
Okay.
Where's my next hand going? But I'm not thinking about anything else, really. It kind of takes your mind away from life, and you can solve while you're on the wall, especially when you get to harder climbs.
I like that. Taking you away from life. We're going to be talking to Jess more about that, why she started climbing, and then giving you guys a tour, because if you want to check this place out, you can. It's beginner friendly. You'll have instructors like Jess carrying you along. Back to you guys in the studio.
You did a good job.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will join us after this. 8:23, welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now with a look at today's mild temperatures, and then we also have weather trivia to do as well.
Yeah, one of our favorite meteorologists.
One of them.
You guys are my favorite.
Oh, thank you.
It's so great to
When you're
be a
not picking
favorite.
on me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about rainfall in May. We've got another soaker on the way this week. How much rain could fall on a May day if you wanted to see what the greatest May rainfall ever
I
is?
keep forgetting that it's May because it really...
It doesn't feel like it.
No,
that's,
sure
that's
doesn't.
the problem. You wake up and it's in the 30s on Saturday. We have a high of 48, and it's like, what is going on here, right?
Yeah.
What is the greatest amount of rain that's ever fallen on any day in the month of May? Is it 1.45 inches, 1.96, 2.54, or 3.45 inches of rain? Any of those amounts right now would be not a great thing, and unfortunately, we do have a bunch of rain in the forecast overnight Tuesday.
And this is
Wednesday
one
morning.
day, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
so that, and the way it's put in the climate log is a calendar day, so this is midnight to midnight.
Got it.
That's why, when we look back at some of the records and somebody says, "Oh, remember that storm of XXX?" Well, so much snow fell on one day, right? And with the way it's broken down, because it's midnight to midnight, sometimes it splits out over 2 days. Got him.
That was not your intention. That was not. That's a really interesting weather event.
I think it was because of the Instagram discussion Dan had.
Okay, all right.
All right.
But anyway,
Let's get this back together.
Keep going.
we'll keep going here. All right, back to weather. Boy, it's been 3 days in a row without rain. We'll take that too, today included. No rain over the weekend, so it was nice. Got the elephant ears all potted up. Some of the cannas potted up this past weekend, and the garden centers were packed. I was at Garden Factory yesterday. It was busy out there. The Wham Cam shows what's left of that cloud cover from earlier this morning. We're in pretty good shape. 52, the southwest breeze at 14, and it has been gusting at times over 20 miles per hour, but that's not a point of concern. It's just a point where you just start to notice it a little bit. The mesonet temperatures are on the way up. 56 in Brockport, 56 in Ontario, and low to mid 50s even to the south, where it started a little cooler down in Dansville. They were in the 40s. But the spring air, it's going to fade just like it has for a lot of this spring. Mid 60s now the average, 74 today, 67 for Tuesday, and back to 50 by Wednesday. And I think much of that day is actually going to be spent in the 40s. Now, you look at the warmth. It's all out west. Down south, it's been dry in Florida. They've got some warmth down there as well. But it's a cool setup here. This will take you through next weekend into next week. And we're still seeing signs that temperatures are largely in the 50s through that period, which would be about 5 to 10 degrees colder than normal. Ultimate Doppler now has a couple of showers out east towards Syracuse, and those are drifting away, so not a concern here. The cloud line, of course, is now shifting through, so we look up north and we say, what's coming at us next? And there's the cold front. That cold front's going to be moving through late Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Now, the setup here is interesting because out ahead of that, we get some rain showers late this evening, overnight tonight. Even some scattered thunder could be mixed in with some of this drifting on through. Start the day tomorrow with some showers. Then we get a break. Areas southeast of Rochester, that little thin line on your screen, that's the cold front. And when that goes through, it's going to slow down. And we're going to get an area of low pressure. There it is right there, riding up along that boundary. And when that comes through, we are going to get a steady and soaking rain overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Now, we talked about the Lake Ontario lake level last week, and we had that as a weather trivia. But this is the amount of rain that's going to fall as we head through Tuesday into Wednesday. And you see some of those amounts, half inch to an inch, possibly more for areas south of Rochester. We just don't need it at this point. The ground is saturated, so a lot of this will turn into runoff and end up in our tributaries, our creeks, streams, rivers, and, of course, Lake Ontario. So the latest lake level this morning was 247.05 inches and steadily rising about a half inch per day. Planning forecast today, how about that? Take it?
We'll take it.
Where was it on Saturday, right?
Exactly.
I mean, 74 for the high. It's more like June. Overnight tonight, upper 50s for the low, so that's very mild for this time of the year. Some passing showers and thunder around, and on the 7-day forecast, yeah, there's the morning rain for Wednesday. By Thursday, Friday, We're going to see these temperatures stay in the low 50s, upper 50s to near 60 this weekend for Saturday and Sunday with mainly dry weather. But we've got the Lilac Festival there, starts on Friday, Mother's Day on Sunday. So this is a big one, right?
It is.
Even though it's cool, you can always throw on an extra layer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, layers are your friend.
We don't want to have to.
I know. Not great.
No.
I would rather do that than just be cold, you know.
Yeah, and up, temps in the 30s too at night. We had some frost advisories over the weekend, some freeze warnings actually west of Rochester. You just don't want to. The deeper we get into the season, the less you want to see something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably have some frost advisories, I would say, Wednesday, Thursday morning. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mark. We have much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester.
We're back right after this. In the 20 minutes that I was not on the couch.
Can we just have you do a quick mic check for us? Just count to 5.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you. We appreciate it.
.32 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. So we want to continue this morning to remember former 13 Wham reporter and longtime medical reporter Liz Bonis. She died last week following a 3-year fight with colon cancer.
In her memory, this morning we're focusing on the importance of screening and early detection. Joining us now is Hannah Farley from the Cancer Services Program of the Finger Lakes region to talk about what to watch for and how to get checked. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You know, anybody who watched Liz's stories or knew her personally knew that she was such an advocate for listening to your body, knowing when something is wrong, no matter how big or how small. She always encouraged people to go to the doctor if they were uneasy about something. Tell us about the importance of going to the doctor and getting those screenings or just having those conversations.
Yeah, so Thinking about our health, our personal well-being, going to the doctor, having a primary care physician is so essential, because if anything does come up, like, as we're listening to our body, if something happens, if we're feeling something feels off, we have someone, an office that we can call, that we can get seen at and figure out what's going on.
What are the signs or symptoms someone might want to be on the lookout for?
For colorectal cancer?
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of the time, so colorectal cancer in itself is a very, very common cancer. It's among the top 3 most common cancers among men and women, and a lot of the time there's no symptoms. We may have polyps, which are, a lot of the polyps, colorectal cancer will start as a polyp within the lining of the lower digestive tract, and from there, if not detected, it may develop into colorectal cancer. And a lot of the time there's just not symptoms, and that's why screening and early detection is so important. But if we are having symptoms, it might be something like recurring blood within the stool, like lower abdominal pain that just doesn't go away. I think we've all had like the stomach flu at one point in our lives, or we've had maybe food poisoning. It's not like that. It's something persistent that doesn't go away. And to listen to that, to when we wake up in the morning or at night, whenever you wake up, to do a little check, see how you're feeling. And so those are just a couple common symptoms. Another one might be of, you might be losing weight and you don't really know why. Maybe you find yourself eating less because it's uncomfortable to eat the amount that you used to eat. Things that are a little off like that. To listen to your body, see what's different, and if you're finding that things are different than what they used to be, to talk with your doctor about what you're feeling and to get that checked out.
You think about living a healthy lifestyle, eat your fruits and vegetables, avoid smoking and alcohol, wear sunscreen when you go outside, wear sunscreen every day if you can. What can people do to keep themselves healthy to avoid this kind of cancer?
Yeah, so you named a great couple of ones. So you eat more fruits and veggies, exercise, avoid alcohol and smoking. But another big thing is to get screened when we're supposed to get screened. Colorectal cancer is one of the few cancers that we can prevent. We can't always prevent it. We just can't, but in a lot of people we can. And so getting screened when we're supposed to get screened is one of the best ways to help reduce your risk or up to possibly prevent colorectal cancer.
And talk to us about those screening guidelines, because within recent years they changed.
Yeah, so beginning at age 45, if your average risk for colorectal cancer is when we want to start getting screened, that lowered from age 50 because we're finding that individuals, so recently we found that individuals under the age of 50, the leading cause of cancer death is colorectal cancer. And so that's why we're starting at age 45, because we can detect it earlier and prevent it ideally. But if you do have like a genetic mutation, a familial trait inherited, you might want to start getting screened even earlier. That could be as early as, in your 20s. I say you pull the short straw and you have to get your colonoscopies, beginning in your 20s. Some people have to. And so just making sure you know your risk and that you start screening when it's recommended for you.
Some people may feel very uneasy about going for a colonoscopy. What would you say to those folks?
Yeah, I mean, we all will create excuses for everything. Well, I make excuses to go to the grocery store. I don't want to do that. So for folks that are feeling uneasy, I know it's uncomfortable. I know it can be awkward. And you got to make time for yourself. And we don't always make time for ourselves. But for those that are feeling uneasy, I like to just say that it's a lot better to get your screening done. It's a lot quicker. If you get a colonoscopy, it can be done in under 30 minutes. Some colonoscopy procedures are very short. It's a lot better to have that procedure done than to have many more appointments. In the case you are diagnosed with colorectal cancer, you're going to have a lot more appointments with that doctor. You're going to have to see them a lot more often than if you just get your colonoscopy that one day.
And the prep for a colonoscopy has changed over the course of the past decade. It is not, it's supposed to be far more comfortable of a process.
Yes. It's more, it doesn't taste as bad,
There
I
you
will
go.
say. Yes. I do recommend that if you are going to get a colonoscopy done, that's one of the screening options, that you take the day off before work, have your colonoscopy scheduled on a Monday, because when you do the prep, it is a nice cleansing of the insides. So you do want to be around a toilet. Ideally not a public toilet.
Good advice. Sound advice, my friend.
If somebody is interested in scheduling a colonoscopy or talking to their doctor about one, is that a relatively easy conversation to have, even if they're, let's say, mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, not at that 45 mark yet, but thinking to themselves, I really want to do this because I'm feeling uneasy. Is that something that they can just ask their doctor to schedule for them?
You can, so if you're having some types of symptoms, you want to have that dialogue with your primary care physician about what you're feeling. And then from there, they might put in that based on your symptoms, they might recommend a colonoscopy. And that can take up to a couple months to get scheduled, depending on the severity of your symptoms. And there's a lot of options around here. Rochester is rich in gastroenterologists. You have the U of R GI Associates, you have Rochester Regional, Rochester Gastroenterology Associates, Rochester Colon and Rectal Group. There's so many folks around here that do colonoscopies. So we're fortunate in this area that we have a lot of care providers.
Absolutely. We'll make sure to post a lot of this information along with that website, URMC's website, on our website, foxrochester.com. Also links to the American Cancer Society with more information for you to find.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you again.
Yeah.
We still have much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez. He's rock climbing this Monday morning.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
8:43, welcome back. If you're looking to try a sport that challenges both your mind and your muscles, I almost flexed, and your muscles, rock climbing may be up your alley. Wow. That was beautiful.
It's impressive.
It's part problem solving, part full body workout, and it's really all about figuring out how to get from the ground to the top, one move at a time.
And if you're ready to give it a shot, Central Rock Gym is offering beginner-friendly classes for climbers of all ages, no experience needed. To prove it, Chris Lopez decided to try and scale some rock.
Yeah, guys, so you got to see me scale a few walls with a harness and then without a harness, but we are going to be showing you the inside here at Central Rock Gym in Rochester. So I did want to point out, this is pretty cool. You guys have a kids section, which I love. And this kind of helps them visualize, you know, rock climbing a little bit better than just looking up at a super high wall.
Yes, a lot of our kids get really scared when they see the the front walls. These are a bit smaller and they're a bit more attainable for them, where they're a bit closer and they can reach them, especially if they're really, really tiny.
How do you, so for a sport like rock climbing with kids, I can imagine heights.
Yes.
I'm a grown man. I was afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I can imagine being 4 or 5 years old and trying to scale something. How do you get them to get over that?
A lot of times the kids either are really excited about it, where like they actually love to climb. We actually have a lot of families who come in and the kids are just like scaling the walls. They're crazy. They love it. There's kids who are a bit more scared, and it's more just about like, you know, trying to give them that support that, you know, we're holding them. We've got it. Like, it's, I don't want to say safe, but it is, you know, more place where we can keep them on the wall and they're not going to fall.
What's the youngest? The
youngest is about 4 years old. 3 to 4, as long as the kids can walk and kind of feel comfortable in their body.
And then over here, this is where we left off the last time.
Yes.
This is bouldering. This is where you told me we should start at rather than the harness.
Yes.
And you said why. I like the point that you made.
The height is shorter, and you also can figure out the types of holds a bit, I don't know, a bit easier maybe, and you can experiment on the wall.
And you have different grades there. Different, you know,
these are
easy
V0s.
difficulty.
V1s. And they just scale up all the way to V10.
Then weight room here. I asked you 2 good exercises.
Yes.
Pull-ups, squats, and that's pretty much why you guys have this
And you
room
can do this. People can make sure that they have the strength that they need to be on the wall. We also have fitness classes that they can do to also benefit. We have yoga classes, which is really good for stretching out your body, because climbing can be very tight. And those are happening every day of the week.
What's the oldest that you guys are going to take?
99.
99 years old. So essentially, if you're mobile, you're going to be okay here.
Yes. As long as you can walk and you feel comfortable, like holding onto something and carrying your own weight, then you're good.
And then you guys also have a competition team here as well.
Yes, we have a comp team. And they compete at the USAC competitions. We also have adaptive climbing. So people who, we actually have a lot of people who, if they don't have legs and they have parasitic, legs, or if they're blind. We've had people who are deaf and blind who've climbed.
Okay, so you guys are all inclusive.
Oh, yeah. We have like a whole like night for it. Tuesdays, there's adaptive climbing, and people can get on the wall, and we have people who are trained to help them, which is very cool. It's very cool to see people on the wall that, you know, in a sense, they're like, I can't do that, but we get them on the wall and they love it.
And then this, my arch nemesis here, all of this looks incredibly scary. It's not once you start to get going with it. But you guys have all different kinds of styles of walls to all different kinds of difficulties as well. I did the easiest one. Then you guys have the ones where the wall essentially torques out towards you.
Yeah, it's called an overhang. And then we also call them, oh gosh, I forgot what it's called, but they overhang. And then these ones also overhang.
And why did you get into climbing?
I needed a break, and my mind needed from teaching. I was a teacher for 6 years, so I needed that mindset reset. And I came here. When you're on the wall, you get away from it, and you have to really think while you're on the wall, but you're not thinking about life.
And then the problem-solving element, I'm fascinated with that. When you get stuck up there.
You then are like sitting there and you're like, okay, I know I need to move my feet. I know I need to move my hands, but how am I going to do that? And you really have to problem solve it. Again, it takes you away from life.
So intros are going to be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, I believe. All ages. Pretty cool sport. You got to see me do a little bit of it throughout the morning. I was scared, but I love the problem-solving element. You can problem solve too. Check out our website, 13WHAM and Fox Rochester, to get more information on this gym here. Back to you guys in studio for now.
It's almost as if he problem solved his way out of rock climbing.
What are you talking about?
Still doing this feature story. I only saw him climb two rocks. 1, 2. And
Oh,
that
no,
was
he
it.
did really good.
He did?
Yeah, during the 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah, he did excellent.
I'm going to have to go back
He
and
was really
watch it,
brave.
'cause-
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he was.
Well, now I'm feeling bad.
You should feel horrible.
Hey, when Arc Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's Health in a Handbasket.
We'll be right back.
And then once we set this up, can we have to do a mic check real fast?
For sure. I was so optimistic they were all going to stay.
We know this. Life can get busy, which can put home-cooked meals on the back burner for many of us. And for some, an easy alternative means looking in the freezer aisle.
Yeah, for this week's Health in a Handbasket, we're learning more about some of those easy meals, and we're getting tips on what to look out for. Registered dietitian and nutritionist Jen Hafley joins us now to talk about it. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Let's talk about it. We were just chatting during the commercial break. Everybody has like their favorite from when they were a kid. You think of like those TV dinners, but this is kind of like a boosted version of that.
Yeah, so there are a lot more options. There is a lot more variety in the type of meals. As you can see here, we have pastas, we have Indian food, we have a Mediterranean-inspired bowl on the end. So a lot of different options compared to what we might traditionally think of as maybe like a sad meatloaf and potatoes. So I would say tip number one is pick something that you're going to enjoy, because otherwise the combination of not as fresh, and that's not being salty, pun intended, with freezer meals, but you might not be as excited or might end up trying to eat around a freezer meal.
One thing you'll notice when you look at all of these, and it had to have changed within the past couple of decades, they're a lot healthier than they once were. Far fewer preservatives, far few food stabilizers, or there's a lot less things in here you got to pronounce when you're reading the ingredient list, is what I'm trying to say.
Correct. And we're also looking at products that have a lot more of the things that we're looking for on a home-cooked meal plate. So as an example, this Vital box, has 21 grams of protein. That's the equivalent of a 3-ounce serving of a meat-based protein. So you're getting what you might get typically on a plate.
You know, protein is one of those things that I really, really struggle with. So many other people do too, and I know that. I always joke, like, all healthy food starts with Greek yogurt, which I hate. So when you see, like, the protein listed on there, it is definitely, like, you're kind of drawn to it because you're like, oh, great, now I don't have to eat spoonfuls
yogurt.
of Greek yogurt
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah, so protein is something that you could look out for, and they're definitely, I would say, out of these options are pretty tasty and are not Greek yogurt. If you wanted to add Greek yogurt, by all means, but
You could. You don't
could.
have to.
You do not have to.
You
so
don't have to.
Yeah, a lot of companies are aware of that. I would say even the falafel bowl, I was looking at the label before we went on, and it's roughly 12 grams, so about 2 ounces of what you would get, and there's no Greek yogurt in sight.
Which is still, and I mean, if you look at the calorie intake, this is the one, yeah.
Yep.
460 calories, so it's not horribly, dense.
Yeah. But that's a great point and actually something to be aware of. This is a pet peeve of mine with this one specifically.
Ooh.
Okay. Lean Cuisine puts out some really delicious meals, and they're often not the energy equivalent that most people are needing. So being aware of that and being able to pair it with maybe a salad, maybe with a Greek yogurt, maybe with something else to ensure that you're feeling full and satiated and not necessarily feeling guilty after having something like this and then wondering why you're hungry.
What sort of calories are in that?
So this is about 250.
Oh,
so this
okay.
is like the equivalent of a protein bar in a meal. So
Yeah.
just to put that on your radar.
So, you need 2 of those.
You need more,
to really,
yes.
To really have a meal.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
good to know.
Interesting. Now, I don't have kids. Dan doesn't have kids, but I'm sure there are folks at home watching thinking, I'm not going to get my kids to eat any of that because, there's just way, way, way too many vegetables on there. What suggestions do you have for them?
So looking at what your kids do like and then adding in something that they might be a fan of. So I would say probably not spicy vodka bowl, but a mac and cheese equivalent would be a good place to start. And then maybe mixing in something that your kids will tolerate. So thinking about peas, if your kids like peas, thinking about maybe a vegetable puree mixed in, a butternut squash that they're not going to be as aware of, and then just seeing what happens.
Yeah.
A fed kid is better than an unfed kid.
Or maybe
so starting
just
there.
maybe just some fresh shredded cheese on top of this before you put it in the
Yeah.
microwave.
Yeah,
know?
whatever helps your kid have veggies, and that's actually another point is sauced veggies are better than no veggies.
Oh,
Listen,
Yeah.
very true. Even if it's cheese sauce.
And even if you're an adult.
I think you just gave us permission, is what that was.
Sure, if you needed that, by all means.
We will take it. Thank you, Jen.
Jen, we appreciate it. Hit them with the socials if they want to check out more.
It's artieandjen.com and Instagram at artieandjen.
Perfect.
Making it easy.
We have much more to get to this morning on our Rochester.
We sure do. We're back right after this.
Sorry. All right, Steph, go get them. Best tease of your life.
Yeah.
And then Steph, can I see your mic? I just want Can you angle
Do we
it?
have a break
Oh,
here?
yeah, we do.
I'm going to wet my paint.
There we go.
Is that-
Just
okay.
because we don't have an audio person, I want to make sure everything's all set. Alrighty.
Thank you.
And then this is going to be red mic audio.
Should I still be talking? Yeah. In today's political pulse, Project Freedom is underway in the Strait of Hormuz. What President Trump hopes to achieve in the strait and the update just in from Central Command. And what we know about the condition of former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani after he was hospitalized. Plus, who the transportation secretary is blaming after Spirit Airlines shut down operations. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
Wow, I'll tell you what, the view from up top is nice.
All right,
Isn't it?
all right.
Holy moly, I got Abby's chair,
You
and
seem taller.
there is no, I mean, it's concrete that you're sitting on.
because I like having good posture.
That's
I feel like I'm
fantastic.
about to lounge here.
Which is why I'm constantly sitting like this.
Oh,
in that chair.
the same here. I've got my elbow
This
down.
is-
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I do.
Well, you can't have it. It's my chair.
I don't know about that. I know, we're the same height. Look at that.
Tall lady.
Finally.
It's so embarrassing. Do you know how many people write in and they're like, how big are you? I hate that. I hate that so much.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. It's fine.
all
Let's
right.
talk about the weather.
Yes.
Did I put? Yes, I did put muddy paws in. Okay. Weather trivia. Weather trivia. Let's talk about rainfall in the month of May. What is the greatest amount of rain that we've ever had on any single day in the month of May? And these records go back to the early 1870s, so we've got a bunch of them. Is it 1.45 inches, 1.96, 2.54 inches, or 3.45 inches of rain? We had a bunch of responses. Sarah has B, Janet, Yvonne, Rod, and Allison have D. David's got C this morning. It's Cassandra, Paul with D. Stephen, Ron, Ian, and Judy have C this morning. Barbara and Barbara have C. Barb has D. Debbie has D. Tim has D.
A lot of answers.
Jim has B. Rebecca, Charlene, Tom, Kay, Beth, and Jim all have B. That's the B page. Herb and David C. Louie, Deborah, Sandra, and Laura have B this morning. Kyla C. Cheryl D. Dave, Cheryl's husband C. Katie B. Robert, Katie's husband C. David C. Judy's David's wife Judy, D, Frank, C, Mary Pat, Frank's wife, B, Diane and Barb, C, Lisa and her dad, B. I think we set the record today. Kevin is A, Colleen, Kevin's wife, has
Wow.
That's crazy.
lots of weather trivia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we have fun putting it together, so.
And the answer.
Drum roll.
Abigail, what are you going with? D for Daniel?
Any of those are a lot of rain for this time of the year, right?
I think maybe B.
I'm going to go D for Daniel.
D for Daniel and a B.
Yes.
Boom.
Wow.
It's a big rain, right?
Wow. Was it 1974?
Oh, you saw it. You saw it.
I
You
did.
looked it up.
I did, and I cheated. I did.
Did you really?
I just Googled it right now. I did. I'll admit.
On May
Why did you?
16th,
That takes all the fun out of it.
I know, but I saw you
1974.
pick up your phone, and I thought that's what you were going to do.
No.
So I did the same thing, and then you weren't doing that.
No.
Wow.
No, I was not.
So this
No.
turns out to be the fourth greatest rain amount period for the city. So there was only 3 days in the history of Rochester that had more rain than that day back on May 16th, 1974. There would have been flooding with something like this.
That's
for sure.
wild.
That's a lot of rain. Yeah.
And can you imagine getting that amount of rain at the stage we're already at?
No, not at all. In fact, that's more than a month's worth of rain in a day. And given, the precarious situation with Lake Ontario, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Remind me to talk to you about that during the break.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm going to forget.
Precarious situation with Lake Ontario?
Just with Lake Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Oh, with Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But we'll get to that later.
Well, yeah, it's an ongoing issue for the Lakeshore residents, that's for sure. But we're looking at rain amounts over the last 3 days that have been zero, and that's good. We need to dry out a little bit, and even if you go back 5 days, it's only 6/100ths of an inch. The problem that we've been having is each and every week that goes by, we get one of these days that has half an inch to an inch of rain, and we're going to get another one of those this week in the forecast tomorrow night. Into Wednesday, we've got a real soaker on the way. You know who's not going to care about that?
Yo.
That's a cool dude.
Nice.
That's a cool
How
guy.
about that?
Look at him.
How about that little guy?
And look at what he's standing on.
Yeah,
His Amazon Prime delivery.
Hey.
I like it.
that's style points right there.
Overnight delivery, right?
Yes.
13wham.com/chime in. Scan the QR code on the screen and send us your interest. We're getting all sorts of pet pictures now.
Listen, I think the more exotic the animal, the better
Yeah.
for this.
Although when it comes down to like tarantulas and
No,
stuff,
yeah, keep those.
we don't know about snakes.
It's a Country Max yesterday.
Yeah?
There was a guy who had a snake around his neck.
Just walking around the store?
I don't know what he was doing.
I don't like
I averted my gaze.
Maybe it's a therapy snake.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like I need some therapy.
After
if I
that,
was walking
exactly.
around like that.
Wet paws tomorrow, or I guess in this case, what?
Claws.
Feet?
Feet. Towel time Wednesday with that soaker Tuesday night into Wednesday, and really just can't escape. Thursday, Friday, I kind of went halfway into the column because there's that general chance of a shower, but much of the time should be dry for us. Ultimate Doppler, we're in pretty good shape. We did have some showers east of Rochester that have faded away pretty nicely now. We're just back to plain old sunshine out there, and it's going to stay that way today. Now, the big change, that cold front up in parts of Minnesota now moving across Lake Superior, behind that is out of season air, and the temperature is going to drop a solid 25 degrees after that front goes through later this week. So the future weather looks pretty good today. Watch the numbers jump into the 70s. Great day to mow the lawn, great day to get the pup out for a walk. We'll see numbers in the mid-70s south of Rochester. Here comes that shower chance tonight, and overnight we're going to see scattered showers, and they'll last into Tuesday morning. Now, this next little thin line right there, that's the front. Look at the spread in temperatures, even as that front goes through during the afternoon tomorrow. West of Rochester's in the 50s. Southeast is still in the 70s, so there's that huge spread in temperature. And then here it comes. This is that soaking rain into Wednesday morning. It's just going to be a washout for Wednesday morning. Rain amounts are going to be somewhere on the order of half an inch to an inch. If you add up what's going to fall Tuesday to what could fall into Wednesday, you even see some of those amounts of an inch and a half south of Buffalo. We just don't need it.
Yeah.
It's an amazing compare and contrast to last summer. We would have invited something like this, several times, right? I mean, it was so dry by the end of summer, and here we are on the other end of things, and we're staring down rain amounts by Wednesday morning of around an inch close to Rochester. Nothing like that today, though, as mentioned. It is just clear blue sky, 55 degrees. The southwest wind at 11 has been gusting around 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a breezy day. We'll get some gusts near 30 this afternoon, but that'll just help to dry things out. Temperatures in the mid and upper 50s. A few spots are going to be near 60 on the next observation coming in the next hour, but there's that trend. You know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to Lilac Fest on Friday, and just take the light jacket. It's going to be in the low 50s, no big deal about that. The hour-by-hour forecast will keep things, June-like, I guess is the way to describe it today, because temps in that range, early June.
We'd like to keep it June-like for
a long
the rest.
time?
Yeah.
How about for Mom on Mother's Day?
That would be nice.
60.
She would enjoy it.
Sunshine, 60. Nice and comfortable,
Yeah.
right? If you're out walking, checking out the lilacs, all the flowering trees up there at Highland Park.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Nice and comfortable.
Yeah. Really would love some summer-like weather, like full-time.
What are you guys going to do today to
Celebrate
the warm weather while it's still here?
I'll probably pot up a few more plants outside. I
Okay.
got the elephant ears and the cannas all potted. Most of them all potted. Got some for Dan. Dan is interested.
Nice.
We'll get some in here.
I'll go to the gym after work. After that, I'll go home, change, because
Okay.
it's above 70,
Ah,
and then strut my stuff around the neighborhood.
jorts.
short season. Hey, have your gashes healed?
The gashes.
Well, you don't have to show.
Oh, Dan.
So there's one. It's still
That is a permanent scar.
still kind of gash-like, and this leg is still swollen, and it's still sore, the knee. This one, though, looks great.
When's the last time you had a tetanus shot?
This is from when
need
you can
one.
see how lumpy it still is.
Was there?
That's going to be lumpy. for
Wait,
life.
stay there. Then you can do this one, and it's fun because I can't feel any of this.
What a shock.
I know.
It's so gross.
That's what you get when you try and box
How
jump.
swollen too. Like,
Yeah,
sorry, I hate to
Don't point out my cankles. Thanks. I know. When I stand up, they fall over the side of the shoe.
Your socks roll down because that's a sign.
You
that
almost
it's-
got tea on you.
So bad. Aren't you worried though?
What?
Well, like you're wearing the jorts and then.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
It's tattoos.
people, yeah, they'll see the tattoos,
Yeah.
and people will look at my legs and they'll say, "Wow."
Those are some legs.
Yep, those are
legs.
some white legs.
Go out. Tim. All right, Mark.
goodness,
Thank you.
yeah.
Jeez, we have much more to get to here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we are jumping aboard and looking ahead to an upcoming gala in honor of the Rochester Subway system.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this.
Damn, that's.
All right, can we just get a mic check from you? Just count
Sure.
to 5 for us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Great. And say your first and last name for
9:12 this morning. A special gala is commemorating the end of Rochester's Subway passenger service, marking 70 years since its final ride, as well as the 110th birthday of the last remaining Subway car.
This morning, we're taking a special look at the upcoming event being hosted by the Rochester and Genesee Valley Railroad Museum. Joining us now is event manager Otto Von Drack. Good morning. Thanks so much for coming in.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Let's get right into it. This sounds like such a fun gala. Give us the rundown of it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're partnering with the George Eastman Museum. It's going to be a fun 1950s cocktail party, followed by a screening of End of the Line 2.0, and they're doing a great live Q&A with the filmmakers right after.
And now, the 1950s. There's a particular reason why we're picking that decade.
Yeah, this year is the 70th anniversary of the end of Rochester Subway service in 1956. And also, we're restoring Car 60, which was built 110 years ago in 1916.
Tell us a little bit about that restoration. We were talking during the commercial break, and it sounds really interesting.
It's probably the most important piece in our museum collection. The car's 110 years old. It was donated to us in 1956, and it came back to the museum in 2008, and we've been working hard to put it back together and show it off to the public so they can enjoy it.
So just a quick follow-up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But what did it look like when you got it, and then compared to what you want it to look like?
Yeah, it was mostly together.
Okay.
All the parts were there. And because it had been stored outside for many years, there was a lot of deterioration to the body. We've done extensive metal work. And to do that metal work, we had to disassemble the whole car inside, which was mostly wooden. But the good news is that now we're actually at the part of the project where everything's going back on it.
I'm going to ask producer Ashley if we can pull up that first video we were showing one more time. Otto, I want to know, is the video we're going to show, is this of the actual Subway car that is in your possession that is being restored? Is that the one? So
it might be. It's hard to read the number. We're restoring Car 60, which was one of the last cars running on the last day of service in June 56. There was 12 cars in the system. They were built for the Utica lines, actually, in 1916. They ran there through 1933. Now we're looking, this is our museum workshop in Rush, where we're actively restoring the car. If you can imagine, it's kind of a delicate process to work on a 100-year-old trolley car. But we've been partnering with some great vendors. We've had metalworker apprentices come out, do some work. We've been enjoying a lot of great community support for this project, and I think it's because people have heard about the lost Subway, but they don't know anything about it. Very few people have experienced it firsthand. So that's one of the reasons why we're so excited about this project. We want to put this car back together so that people can really connect with this important part of our local history.
I would imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, during the restoration process, you guys have been up against some things that you're not even prepared to know about because of the age of the vehicle.
Sure, there's a lot of times you go into a restoration like this, it's kind of like peeling back an onion. There's a lot of layers, and you're moving along, and all of a sudden you peel back something else. It's like, here's another challenge. It could be electrical wiring, it could be making a part that doesn't exist anymore, woodworking. There's so many different aspects to a car like this.
Absolutely.
Really incredible.
Yeah, it is incredible. And, I feel like the train community is very tight-knit, but there may be people at home thinking, I like trains, but I definitely have never explored that as a hobby. What would you say to them?
I say our week-long celebration would be a great way to jump in. We're doing the gala at the George East Museum on June 21st. And then on June 27th at the museum in Rush, we'll be doing Rochester Subway Day train rides. You can see the restoration up front. You can ride our vintage trains, explore the museum, and that's a great way to see what we're doing and get involved.
Okay, somebody at home wants to get tickets to the gala in June. How do they do that? Do we need to get a table? Can we buy groups of tickets? What's the process?
We would love for people to buy as many tickets as they can and fill the tables. You can find ticket information on our website at rochestertrainrides.com.
Very good.
Take it easy.
Otto, great to see you as always.
Great to see you. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephanie Joseph is here breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The political pulse is coming up next.
How do I take them out? It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester. U.S. Central Command says 2 American flag ships have successfully passed through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, they also say U.S. Navy-guided missile destroyers are in the Persian Gulf to support Project Freedom. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump said the effort was set to start today, providing defensive support to ships from countries not involved in the war with Iran. He went on to say, quote, "The ship movement is merely meant to free up people, companies, and countries that have done absolutely nothing wrong." In that same post, Trump said his representatives are having positive discussions with Iran. Trump previously denounced Iran's latest proposal.
What I can say is that our plan is exclusively focused on ending the war. The matters that have been mentioned regarding the nuclear field absolutely do not exist in this plan. Right now, we are focused on the coordinates of ending the war in the region, including Lebanon.
And the war in Iran has passed 60 days. Some lawmakers, citing the War Powers Act, say President Trump needs to either bring the conflict to a close or ask for an extension in the conflict. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth previously said the deadline did not apply because of the current ceasefire.
The Democrats in Congress that push this, and probably a couple of Republicans, they're hurting our negotiating ability, which is infinite right now. And they shouldn't be doing it.
The language of the statutes does not provide for timeouts like in a football game. From the day you begin, 60 days, the president has to comply with the law. There can be a 30-day extension to 90 days, but that has to be requested by the president. We have to be notified.
Now to former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani remaining in the hospital this morning. A spokesperson says the 81-year-old is in critical but stable condition. No word right now on his diagnosis. Giuliani was mayor of New York City from 1994 to 2001 and also served as an advisor and lawyer for President Trump, spearheading his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Well, some flyers are still scrambling this morning after Spirit Airlines shut down over the weekend. The discount air carrier canceled all flights, customer service is unavailable, and 17,000 people were laid off. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says several other carriers like Delta and United will step in to help stranded passengers. Their websites will have more information on special offers. This comes after Spirit sought a bailout from the Trump administration that ultimately failed. Duffy criticized the Biden administration for turning down a previous merger proposal between JetBlue and Spirit. He says they thought it was a victory for U.S. travelers and cheaper prices.
And this today would indicate this is not better for travelers. This is not better for pricing. This is not better for competition. Actually, it's worse. We had an airline go down because the markets were trying to allow 2 airlines to merge, make them stronger, and offer more competition for the American consumer.
Well, the Republican governors in Alabama and Tennessee are pushing for their congressional maps to be redrawn. They're calling for special sessions, with the first set to start today in Alabama and the one in Tennessee set to start tomorrow. Republicans want 7 seats for Alabama in Congress, but a court order has stopped the state from redistricting until after the 2030 census. However, lawmakers are working to set up a special primary election. Tennessee wants to break up the only Democratic House district. This is the latest move from states after the Supreme Court struck down a majority black congressional district in Louisiana, saying it illegally relied on race.
Alabama is a conservative state, and they deserve conservative representation. I'm going to do everything in my power to give the legislature an opportunity to draw 7 congressional Republican districts.
To the voters that are discouraged, the vote is the only thing you have. You might not have the financial resources, you might not have the position, but your vote does matter.
Well, today is the final day of an extender for the New York State budget. Lawmakers passed an 8th budget extender last week, giving them more time to review some policies. Lawmakers I spoke to say those action items include Governor Hochul's push to lower auto insurance premiums by targeting fraud and the state's climate law. They also say that conversations have progressed. The state budget is now more than a month late, with school districts waiting to vote on their own budget proposals. Be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Come on over here. Maybe. Get this phone. Can I leave the phone over there?
Absolutely, sir.
I don't want to advertise the. We're not making a campaign for Aquafina. So it's over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You?
It's time I get to be on this
side again. You like it there?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Abby, is your mic on?
I wasn't wearing it, no.
She's not wearing it.
All right.
(9:27) this Monday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. This year marks the 75th anniversary of the National Day of Prayer, and this year it's being celebrated with a 3-day regional gathering focused on unity, faith, and community.
From a prayer event at City Hall to youth workshops and even a gospel concert, there's something for everyone to take part in. For more on what's planned and how you can join it, we're joined by Bishop David J. Singleton from Ark of Jesus Ministries and Gary Passero from Passero Associates. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning. Good morning,
Let's,
Abby.
Yeah, you know, this is such a special event that's being held. A lot to do. So break it down for us and tell us what folks can expect, more so than what we already gave a preview to.
Okay. This year is not only the 75th year that the National Day of Prayer happens in the nation, but it's also the 14th year that we've been doing it here in downtown Rochester. And so on Thursday, May 7th, 10:30, we're going to meet at City Hall, 30 Church Street, and we're inviting our greater community to join us there. We're going to pray together, and the plan is to make a human prayer chain that encircles City Hall and the county office building in one unbroken chain.
That's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. For someone who may be unfamiliar with the National Day of Prayer, can you give us a little background on it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the National Day of Prayer started in 1952. I believe it was President Truman. And since then, the first Thursday in May is always a National Day of Prayer in the country, and it's designed to have the Americans pray for America. And so that's why it's called the National Day of Prayer. And it's everybody, regardless of what your faith is, to pray for our nation.
Anything you'd like to add, Gary?
Yes, and our nation needs the prayer. It was founded on prayer from our original pilgrims when they landed here, and this country needs to keep the prayer going. So this day is our opportunity as a nation to pray. And I'm here on behalf of, say, the business community, that how we need prayer in running our businesses in a way that's honoring to not only our clients, but our internal and external clients, and to everybody that we serve in this community.
So how do you execute that? How does the business community do that day to day?
Remember who you're serving, and stop, get the focus off yourselves and onto your, like I'm one of the partners of the Pastoral Associates. It's our employees, internal and external, that we need to make them better, show them respect. And it comes back tenfold in the businesses. Run our businesses with equity and integrity. And that's what we try to do.
Treating employees with pride,
Without a doubt, right.
You know, we've been doing this more than a decade here in Rochester. What has been the community response?
The community response have been great. We have folk from different communities that join, so it's not just the faith community. Political figures, military, law enforcement, the religious community, of course, community workers, they all come together. And we're just one big community. I believe we function better together anyway. So that will start out Thursday, 10:30. And we'll finish up around 12:30. And then Thursday evening in Greece Assembly, they'll have a big gathering there at Greece Assembly Church, a big gathering. And we want to promote what's happening, not just with what we're doing here in this area, but in our greater community. On Friday morning, there's seminars that will be happening on evangelism and finances, the thing you wish you knew but you were never taught. And then on Friday evening, it's youth. So Friday the 8th, things will be happening at Ark of Jesus Ministries. We have some youth pastors coming over and just having a big time with our youth. Saturday morning is the motorcade. We're doing a drive-by prayer motorcade. If folk can drive by and shoot, we can drive by and pray.
Amen.
And so we're going to be driving. We'll meet down at Ontario Beach Park, commonly known as Charlotte Beach here. We'll meet there 7 a.m. and start lining up. And there's about 80 to 100 classic cars that's going to be a part of that. 80 to 100 motorcyclists that's going to be a part of that, along with a host of others. And we're going to proceed to ESL parking area, and then we'll have a big time. New York State Troopers and Monroe County Sheriffs are going to be our escorts. So we're looking forward to that. And everybody is invited to come and be a part of that.
It sounds like you've got a lot planned. Does any of this require registration from the public, or do we just show up at City Hall?
Just show up.
Right.
We would love if everyone registered, but That's not necessary. Just show up. That's necessary.
All right. Thank you both so much.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, there's one more thing we need to know, and that is we're finishing up with that concert. So we have Pastor Thomas Ware, who is a national recording artist, who's going to be with us, and we will go to Bethel Christian Fellowship, 321 East Avenue. Everybody's invited. Again, no cost, but
that's the way to do it.
Showing up is important.
Showing up is important.
Thank you both. We appreciate the time. If you're interested, we'll post all the information for you over on Fox Rochester and 13wham.com.
We sure will. 9:34. Stick around. A lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're learning more about the finalists competing in a big competition happening right now.
And don't forget, you can join us live. We're streaming right now on the 13wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Right over here for you.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Nice
Thanks
to see you.
for coming in. Great to see you.
Nice to meet you, Dan. Thank you.
All right.
Just take this wire. I'm just going to take this and tuck that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
If you wouldn't mind just saying your first and last name, get a mic check on you.
Spelling? Or saying
just saying.
Kim Kowalski.
Perfect. You got it, Ashley? Beautiful.
Excellent.
All right.
Welcome back. Some of the world's most talented rising stars in musical theater are headed to Rochester. 10 finalists have been selected for the internationally renowned Lenya competition, where performers have to prove they can truly do it all.
Yeah, with more than $100,000 in prizes on the line, it's shaping up to be an incredible showcase. For more this morning on the upcoming finals, we're joined now by Kim Kowalski, the president of the foundation and founder of the competition. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it once again. For someone who's unfamiliar with the competition, give us a little background on it.
Well, it's named for the widow of Kurt Weill, who was Lotte Lenya, a singing actress in her own right. Most people would know her from the film From Russia with Love with James Bond, and she was Colonel Klepp. she had a career as a singer in both the U.S. and in Germany. And when in 1998, Kurt Weill's manuscripts came to the Sibley Music Library, I had this idea of, well, we'll have a little competition. And it started out only Eastman voice students. And then within 5 years, it was national, and now we get contestants from around the world. And this year, 2 of the 10 finalists come from, one from Vienna and one from Freiburg, Germany.
That is amazing. What does it take to become a finalist for this competition? And then I'm sure we'll talk about what it takes to actually win it. But just getting to this round.
Well, there are 3 rounds. One is everyone has to send in a video of 4 selections, and they're in 3 categories. You have to do 2 musical theater numbers, one from pre-hair and one from after hair, and then an opera or operetta aria, and then a Kurt Weill number. And then a panel of judges look at them and invite between 20 and 30 semifinalists to New York, and they competed at the end of March in New York in person. And 10 finalists were chosen by the judges at that event. And this weekend, on Saturday, they compete on Saturday afternoon for the top prize of $25,000.
And what does the winner need that the runner-ups don't have or don't display while on stage that gets them that top spot? What's the X factor?
Well, the X factor is probably just what it is when you see someone on stage doing either opera or musical theater. It's charisma, it's presence, but it's also the ability to bring the audience into the character, into the moment. And so we keep talking to contestants about being in the moment. And that's different in each of the 4 numbers. If you do the same thing, stand and sing 4 numbers, you aren't going to win. And after that, it becomes a judgment call. And we always have 3 judges at the finals. This year, there will be a Broadway star, Kyle Scatliff, who was a former winner of the competition. And we have Janine Tesori, the multiple Tony-winning composer on Broadway, and also just had the first woman to open the Metropolitan Opera season with her new opera called Flight. And the 3rd judge is a conductor and director, Ted Sperling, who's the head of Master Voices and has conducted dozens of Broadway shows and many, many orchestras. So it's a very illustrious panel, and they all embody the values of the competition.
Now, someone sitting at home, they get tickets, they attend the actual live performances of the competition. Will they be in the audience and find out who wins that night?
The competition actually happens in the afternoon from 1 to 4.
Okay.
Then the judges retire to deliberate. In the evening, starting last year, we had a new event, and that is the Audience Choice Award. And so the contestants come back, they do a different number, one that they think the audience is going to love, and then the audience gets to vote. And then after those are tabulated, we not only confer that award, which is $3,000, but the top awards of $25,000, $20,000, and $15,000 as well.
Wow.
That's fantastic. All right, if somebody wants to attend, they want to get tickets, how can they do so?
No tickets required. Just show up at Kilburn Hall, no admission charge. And you can do that at 1 in the afternoon we start. My welcome will be right at 1 o'clock. And in the evening at 7:30. And the results will be announced that evening, probably about 8:30.
Wonderful. And we'll make sure to post all of the information if you want to go on our website.
And if you can't attend, it will be live streamed with 3 cameras and edited as we go so that you can watch from home. just go to the Eastman website and look for the Lotta Lenya competition.
It's going to be better in person, though. So go in person. We'll post all the information you need to know on foxrochester.com.
When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking on this Monday morning.
Yeah, we're talking trends on the other side of the break. Devastated. It's time to see what's trending now, starting with one man's way to help delivery drivers find his house. This is cool.
Yeah, a homeowner in a remote area of Central California took to social media to share his creative way of helping guide drivers to the right address. He did so with a drone show.
Yeah, so according to the homeowner, when delivery drivers pull up to his address, many of them take the wrong road and have to backtrack or even call him for directions.
To help with that issue, he decided to program an army of drones to perform an extravagant light show to guide those confused couriers in the right direction. I'm having a hard time reading.
That's
Help
okay.
me out here.
All right.
God.
The drones show messages like wrong driveway, back up,
Oh my God.
there you go, keep going, and over here with a giant arrow pointing down.
Believe it or not, that would make me 10 times more stressed if I ended up being the delivery driver.
Well, my thought is if I'm seeing that from a little bit of a distance in the arrow and I get closer and there's a couple of road options, which one am I going to be taking? And I would find a way to screw it up.
According to the homeowner, he said this was a last resort option, going on to say he's tried to resolve the matter several times with Google Maps and has even placed a sign on the side of the road.
Oh.
While this method might seem over the top to some, the homeowner explained he owns a light show business and wanted to see if he could find a way to use his equipment for his own personal problem.
I mean, that seems easy enough. Although commenters got a kick out of the drone's messages, many said it was a stupid idea and recommend he spend the money to build a better driveway. I recommend if you have negative thoughts about things, just keep them off the internet. Honestly,
we don't want to hear it.
Put down your phone, go touch some grass.
Yeah. You know, I whatever makes you happy, I guess. Listen, you
I
have
don't
your
see
own,
anything wrong
you
with
have
it.
your own drone business. You have a massive house in the desert.
And who's he hurting? Exactly.
I can't,
Did you change your hair?
No.
Did you?
No.
It looks good. Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
I don't know. It looked different.
I had to part it over more.
No, the color.
Oh, no.
Nothing?
It's the same.
Okay.
Thank you.
Turning now to some new products. Pickles seem to be having a moment
What is
recently.
this show?
I don't know. Collaborating with a bunch of different brands to create pickle-flavored items. Well, there's a brand new pickle item that was just released.
Burt's Bees.
Sorry, that's disgusted.
I don't know if that's what that was.
Stop. You guys act like you're 7 years old. Grow up. Grow up.
All right, Burt's Bees and Grillo
His
Pickles.
sister came down in a bubble, bro.
They've teamed up to release this limited edition fresh cucumber dill moisturizing balm.
Yeah, no one needs this, according to the brands. Stop it. He's lost control. The brand, the lip balm strikes a balance between Burt's Bees' classic smooth formula and Grillo's famous flavor. Making it perfect for pickle lovers.
Burt's Bees announced the product, saying, "This limited edition drop is all about fun and surprise, pairing bold, unexpected flavors with iconic beeswax lip balm that people already love."
No. The lip balm is exclusively being sold at Walmart and is available now. However, many locations have already sold out.
According to reviews online, they emphasize it does not give the pickle flavor that you might expect.
One tester described it as not very pickly, has just slight cucumber scent, but not bad.
Another wrote, "It's actually really nice, more like a sweet cucumber melon with a slight brine."
Fans,
you want to make that sound again?
You three are like children. Fans on social media are pumped for the new flavor, calling it the chapstick flavor of summer.
Who cares?
Honestly.
God.
Moving along from pickles to protein, and one soda brand is getting ready to jump on the nutrition trend.
Mug Root Beer introduced its own take on protein maxing. I hate it already.
Me too. They released a Brotein. Is it supposed to be Brotein drink, or is it supposed to be protein?
Yep.
Brotein. Okay. It's a Brotein drink made with Mug Zero Sugar Root Beer and a vanilla protein shake. The beverage is in its own is its own take on a root beer float.
According to the company, Mug Brotein is the best of both worlds. The most absurd thing about it is we didn't do it sooner.
What's this dog's gym stuff? While bros can make the drink at home, Mug is offering its own Brotein bundle available for purchase online.
Who is that?
I don't know, but if that's
Stop.
is that the after or the before?
Stop.
I don't care.
Who is it?
I know.
In addition to Mug Zero Sugar Root Beer and Vanilla Protein Shake, the bundle includes a branded duffel bag, a shaker bottle, and a tank top.
Yeah, Mug Brotein bundles are available on Walmart.com for $25, but they seem to have already sold out.
Oh, George Kittle. Whoops, I was supposed to know that. Lives near my parents.
Oh.
San Francisco 49ers tight end is the face of Mug Brotein, appearing in a commercial promoting the new drink at the gym. We drove past his house when I was there.
Oh, okay.
Nice
Is it
house.
nice?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. The soda company wrote in the announcement, Mug has always been for those fans who have the dog in them.
You're supposed to say it like that.
I'm supposed to say it like that? Okay, it's for those that have the dog in them. Mug Brotein lets us unleash that big dog energy in fit season, creating a gains hack that is as fun as it is delicious. This is wild.
Root beer fans are also excited for this release, many calling it the perfect pre-workout.
Oh my God, there's more.
There's
more.
Wild.
All right, let's move along now to a celebrity overseas who offers a very special fan exclusive.
The idol industry is an important part of Japan's entertainment culture, with idols and talent agencies dedicating significant time and resources to building relationships with fans through various channels, including events and meetups.
But with thousands of idols and idol groups... What are
keep reading,
idol?
keep reading.
Idols and idol groups competing for attention. Some go to extreme lengths to connect with their fans.
An underground Japanese idol, Harry, has started offering fans a special kind of meet and greet.
Yeah, after her performances, instead of a standard hug or handshake, this, like...
What?
I just don't understand the world. She's letting fans smell her armpits because we know that that's what normal people want to do. What are we watching?
Stop it. The first one wasn't an armpit. Yes, Mark, we know. Rory, could you scroll up, honey? Thank you. Some fans have gone so far as to offer lifetime happiness contracts, pledging all their earnings to her and avoiding relationships with other women as a show of loyalty.
The intimate experience sparked a heated debate online. Many accused Hari of crossing the line in an attempt to cater to her diehard fans.
A large part of her followers continued to support her despite controversy around her most recent fan service, but some have criticized her for doing something as disgusting as this.
Listen, do I like the fact that she's doing this? No, because it's bizarre. I think we can all agree it's weird. What I find more alarming is the people signing up to do this. Like, if you're putting your name on a list saying, yes, I want to come and smell your armpits, well, you should be on a no-fly list, too.
Something's missing from your life.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, that's missing, but I feel like there's something deeper missing. Right?
Yeah.
Like, see a therapist. Go sniff a therapist. Don't go anywhere when Mark Rochester returns. It's time for our final thoughts. Mark wants to weigh in on this body sniffing.
You do. You bring a lot of humor.
Yeah.
What a morning.
Yeah.
What is that sound?
That
was the Gala police.
That wasn't as good as the other sound.
That does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning, starting at 4:57 over on
13 WHAM ABC.
Hey, have a root beer.
Yeah. Join Steph and Selena for 13 WHAM News at midday. We will see you tomorrow.
Hey, you sniff?
No! Oh my God! Actually, wait.